Hey everyone, here we go again. It's finally time to make another video. I've been a little inactive as I was having exams, but of course I haven't been wasting my time. In this video I'll go over most of the things I've been working on in the last weeks in preparation for my next project, which will also be my end work for school. I probably completely overscoped this one, but that makes it more exciting, right? Also, a major point of feedback I had on my last video of 6 months of game development in 7 minutes, you should definitely check it out if you haven't already, the link is in the description, was that I didn't show enough of myself and people really like to see more of me, so I'll do my best to do so. Right after I uploaded my 6-month roundup video, I started with learning multiplayer game development. I've been wanting to learn this ever since I started this adventure and it was finally time to do so. Hopping into your own game with the boys and beating them to the moon and back would be an awesome experience. And so I spent most of my times before my exams learning multiplayer game development. My coworkers loved to see it and my programming skills really improved a lot, which was awesome. Of course, this left me with one big problem. I spent so much time on doing game dev that I completely forgot to prepare for my exams. The first week of my exams started and yeah, I messed up. I spent my time practicing my 3D skills as for my next project it was important to do everything perfect. Following some Grand Abbot tutorials, I made an awesome cottage and a nice and polished looking battle axe. My project was going to be once again in 3D, so I wanted to polish up my skills before that. I didn't really learn anything extremely new, but the tutorials were a great refresher of my mind and some best practices I could apply in my projects. In between these things I spent my time making memes and studying for school, and with that my first exam had passed and it was time to go into the next week. The exam went alright and I went back to work because of course there's no time to sit still. I realized that if I wanted to do my art right, I needed to be able to visualize my ideas up front, in concept art, before turning things in 3D. This is when I realized that for the purpose of my upcoming game, I needed to be able to draw in 3-point perspective. As my game was going to be a 3D top-down game, I needed to make 3-point perspective concept art, so I had the ability to look down onto the concept I was making. But this was pretty darn difficult, so I started studying perspective during the week, and as time was progressing, things started looking much better. The last exam week started, and there were a couple of things on my mind. The first one, of course, was actually going to pass my exams, after all this time spent on my passion rather than on school. I was also thinking a lot about art and maths. Yes, I studied a lot of maths. The week before, I ordered 2 awesome notebooks. One was for math equations and one that was going to be for drawing. I started with making my first drawings on paper. Not only did that make it much easier to draw, but it was also much more satisfying and motivating to draw on paper. For my math book, I got myself another course, which I still follow. To do this well, I first follow along the course during the day and take notes on empty sheets of paper. Then, in the evening, I update the notebook with all the notes I took, so I have everything cleanly together in my little math book. For my drawing book, I'm still practicing. I want to have the ability to draw clearly on paper and use that as concept art for my 3D models, or as concept art for drawing concept art in Photoshop. I've also been drawing other things to practice and get used to not being able to Ctrl-Z myself out of every sticky situation I get into. Alright everyone, this is the end of the video. If you like this video, please give the video a like and any comment is really appreciated. And of course subscribe if you're newer to the channel and you want to see more of my content. I won't be uploading weekly anymore to focus more on better content rather than weekly content. And with that, everything is set. Have a nice day everybody and I see you next time. Bye!